I feel like shedding my tears. We are dying on a daily basis. We have cried to the highest office in this country. I'm a bishop who is non-partisan, non-tribal, but I'm not safe in Marsabit. And if we see any calls, we think we are going to be told someone has been shot dead. The situation in Marsabit is worse than before Kenya got independence. I don't know what happens when it comes to this Marsabit. I'm sure the government knows everything about it. And I once said, I refuse to believe that the Kenyan intelligence and security apparatus are not aware of what's happening. I refuse to believe that the Kenyan government lacks power to turn the insecurity situation in Marsabit around. I refuse to believe that these two politicians or political wings are too powerful for you not to act. Go to the Boran, they believe so and so is behind this. Go to the Gabra, they will point to the other direction, he or she is behind this. And the government is fully, I want to strongly believe is they know more than I do. Is their life for the people of Marsabit? Will we even have elections happening in Marsabit? And I want to reiterate what I always say in every public function that I attend in Marsabit. Buona CS, Buona Tembai. If you guys delay a little bit, come and bury us with tractors.
There is no part of Kenya, I can tell you that without fear of contradiction, there is no part of this country where one group of people speaks about their neighbors the way it happens in Marsabit. It actually reminds you of the situation of Rwanda, the attitude that you hear between communities. No one should blame the government because we are going to do in Marsabit what we must do to secure that place and secure the population of our people. All I can say for sure, without fear of contradiction, it is not going to be fun. We will apply maximum force of fire and we will act decisively in the best interest of the innocent people in that county who are suffering in the hands of irresponsible, selfish, reckless politicians who are just galvanizing people along ethnic lines. There's nothing to lie about. Everybody knows what's happening there. And that conflict, just so that everybody knows, that conflict has been costly to this country. How did we lose Bonaya Godana? How did we lose 7 members of parliament? How did we lose Miruki Karaoke, Assistant Minister for Interior at that time? How did we lose bishops? There's a bishop we lost. 2. That conflict has been, and I said this before, there has been no conflict in any part of this country that has been costly like the conflict in Marsabit. And every time you talk to those leaders, they behave like stones. Bishop, you know, we were together. The whole week, we were together with you in that room. They lie to you, but every group, they say this, they say that. At one time, actually, if we didn't have the services of Reverend Kobia and yourself and the head of the Catholic Church, we would probably have not had a meeting. And that has continued again and again. Bishop, I want to assure you, because that deadline has lapsed, we can see those things going on. We are organizing ourselves. And we will move to the council. My colleagues are here. But one thing that I need to let you know, and you should let the other religious leaders know, both in Marsabit and in the rest of the country, please, when we act as we will on Marsabit, nobody should blame the government. We have done everything we could to bring about sanity in that part of our country. There's nothing, Let me tell you, there's nothing our president has not done. I sat in that room, we were there, my colleagues are here. But the president literally bleeding with them, telling them, what do you want to do with your people? Who are you going to lead if you murder everyone in the process? And that county has presented to us an unprecedented challenge occasioned by the, I dare say, fairly primitive politics and the way of engaging one with another. So for me, it's upon the leaders, the political leaders, not the religious leaders. It is upon the political leaders of Marsabit to make their choices. Honestly speaking, had it not been for the patience of the president, my colleagues, the heads of the agencies, we were not willing to have another meeting. We were ready to proceed and do what we must to bring sanity to those places. Because every day they are murdering their people, and all of it is just politics. It's nothing else. It's either Gabra, Borana, that is it. And then we ask them the question, everybody asks, why can't you sit down and talk to each other? What is it? Honestly speaking, I have seen the church at work in Kenya. But there's no place I have seen where church leaders, this bishop, your colleague, the head of the Catholic Church, and the others, actually you have almost spent a lifetime on this conflict. There's almost, I don't know whether you do anything else to your congregation. You know, oscillating from one office or one politician to another politician. And it's constant. It's been a very costly conflict. And as I said, Bishop, they themselves accepted the ultimatum they were given by the chairperson of the National Security Council, who is the president of this country. They accepted the ultimatum. In other words, we will not give notice to do what we are going to do. They accepted the ultimatum. We are pained by what we have seen, and what you have described is true, what is going on. But we will not continue sitting and telling stories. We will act, and we are going to do that.